bird's eye view on Mank. Clearly one of the best movies of the year. Nominated for quite a few Golden Globes, other prestigious trophies, in the run for a few Oscar nominations. However, if you ask me, I would say with the Trial of the Chicago 7, these are the two best movies of the year. Although on the variety side, they have predictions, and it's only a number 10. There's a list of favorites to win the Academy Award for Best Motion Picture, and there will be the Trial of the Chicago 7, recently surpassed No Man's Land at number 2. There will be News of the World, excellent. Minari is at number 3. Yes, very good, but it's not there on my list. As I said, Mank only at number 10. Fabulous movies about making movies, nearly 100 years ago in the 30s. Herman Mankiewicz, Gary Oldman, nominated for the Golden Globe. And surely he will be for Oscar. And again, if you ask this viewer, one of the favorites to win. Come to think of it, the favorite in my book. Chicago 7, of course, has Sacha Baron Cohen, Eddie Redmayne, but supporting actor category, not leading. And Gary Oldman is definitely leading. There's a lot in there about politics, about again making movies, relationships with the working classes. Upton Sinclair, The Jungle is there in the top 100 best books of the last century. Well, rather to the left for my liking, but then we had communism here, so we had the chance to experience what Upton Sinclair was saying. On the, in a way, at the opposite end of the political spectrum, William Hearst, the tycoon, a replica of Rupert Murdoch of his day. Just as vicious, of course. Rupert Murdoch is the one that more or less got Trump elected with his coverage, then supported and still does. A lunatic, and millions of viewers, and that's what they love. They have they had, I'm not sure now, but yeah, sure. The audience decreased a little bit. Probably show is more or less over. Well, inshallah. Okay, let's get away from that. But this and other parallels we can make between then and now. Hearst replaced by the likes of Murdoch. The giants of the film industry have changed. I mean, you used to have Louis B. Mayer, quite a vicious figure in the movie, helping Hearst in his endeavor. Because I mentioned this, I'm thinking of one of the terrifying, splendid, hilarious, deep, intelligent, spectacular speeches made by Mank. Drunk as he was, well, he had a very dark side, drinking, gambling, neglecting his wife and family for long periods of time. Not intentionally. He loved her, family, but he had his creations, especially the script for what many consider to be the best movie ever made, Citizen Kane, with Rosebud. A rumor there that it was referring to genitalia of Marion Davies, Amanda Seyfried, also nominated for Best Actress in a Supporting Role. Wonderful performance. But I'm going so far from the point. So there's the speech when, before or after, man vomits with a big audience at the Hearst mansion, where he talks of Hearst as Don Quixote. He used to have the ideals that Upton Sinclair is now promoting. Upton Sinclair, who wants to be governor of California, and Hearst is backing the other horse with vicious means. Helped by Louis Mayer, a propaganda movie, dirty attacks. But in the meantime, this Don Quixote has a Sancho Panza, Louis B. Mayer, and a different objective. Has changed sides. There's also David O. Selznick, the other of the greats present there. Of course, there's Orson Welles, a towering figure. We seem the splendor of the Wonder Kid, but also his less attractive side, because he's in conflict with our main character for this movie, Mank. Mank has had an accident. He's more or less forced to stay in bed, at least for parts of the narrative. Pressed by time, and when it's apparent and then clear that this is the best work he's done, well, the best work for the movies that anybody has ever done, if we take Citizen Kane to be number one, and surely it is in the top 5, or at the very least top 10 best movies ever made for serious cinephiles. He wants credit, which was not in the contract, so there's a clash. There are also games they play throughout the movie, because for most of the time we have intelligent people, even Marion Davies, who had this reputation of being a superfluous, silly girl and not a good actress. For Mank, she's different, and we have a different image of her. And by the way, she is a victim. Of course, Citizen Kane attacks Hearst, presents him in what seems to be the proper light, shows him more or less as he was, a strange childhood with this troubled personality. Murdoch, disastrous effects on many people with his using his papers for his own goals, ruthlessly so. But then a collateral victim, an innocent casualty, would be this Marion Davies, who is not, we are made to believe, like the figure in Citizen Kane. There are many levels there. I think he says something like, it's what it's the image the people have of. It's not about her. It's not the figuring. But Mank says, "I hope you will forgive me." There's a lot. Well, books will be written about Mank because it's such a spectacular, phenomenal masterpiece.